Good evening, friends. Welcome to the internet. If this is your first time here, don't worry. It's going to be okay. Everyone's safe. A few announcements before we get started. My name is Matt Smith. I am from Club Passim. This is our virtual open mic night. We've been holding these on Tuesdays, but this week we're having an open mic week. We did one last night. Tonight, we've got one tomorrow and Friday as well. And if you want to see our full schedule of everything that we're doing these days at Club Passim for online shows, go to passim.org/stream, and you'll find all of our shows up online there. If you go to passim.org/open mic, you're going to find information on how you can sign up for any of the open mics coming up. I know they fill up fast. We have slots for 10 folks on each of these. We may play with the format a little bit as we kind of get our sea legs, our internet legs here with the virtual open mics. But right now things have been going pretty well with the format we have. It is a 2-song or 10-minute open mic, whichever comes first. So if you have 2-minute songs, you can do two 2-minute songs, adding up to 4 minutes, or you can do one 10-minute song, but you can't do two 10-minute songs. You can't do 10 1-minute songs. It's either 2 songs or 10 minutes, whichever we reach first. We're using a platform called StreamYard to push things out to Facebook and to YouTube because we're all over the internet. Passim is a nonprofit organization. We've been a nonprofit now for the past 25 years, but the venue has been around since 1958, believe it or not. Not in this format, but in a real room in Harvard Square at 47 Palmer Street. And we can't wait to get back there again and be with you all. But until we can do that safely, we're going to be right here online. So we ask for suggested donations for these shows, whether it be for the open mic or our regular headliner shows. And we ask for a $5 donation for the open mic, just for operating expenses, to make sure we keep going, we keep revenue coming in. Usually with any venue, a big part of the money you're bringing in is not just through ticket sales, it's through drinks and food and all kinds of things that we have going on in the room that we're just not getting these days. So we've got a staff that we're still trying to keep employed, that we're working towards just keeping this going until we're able to get in the room and have you all packed into the room once again. And boy, we can't wait to do that. So if you make a donation, a $5 donation just goes to operating cost here tonight, or not for tonight, but for the organization ongoing. And if you are coming to one of our regular shows, please do make a donation for those too, because that money gets split between the venue and the artists. We're trying to keep artists employed the way we always do when we have the doors open. And also, if you go to passim.org/pear fund, that's PEAR fund, pear like the fruit, that is a fund that we have going where we're raising money to give grants to musicians who are out of work throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. So if you are able to make a donation that way, we would be ever so grateful, as would the music community around you. So thanks for hanging out here tonight. Remember, you can go to passim.org/stream and see our schedule through mostly through the end of the month. We've got some great shows coming up. We're going to be open micing here tonight, tomorrow, and Friday. We're going to have Corporate Punk on Saturday. We've got Jesse Terry and Monica Rizio on Sunday. Our Discovery Series is on Monday. Our Campfire Festival is coming up over Labor Day weekend. Keep an eye out for everything we've got going on. You can also check out the Passim School of Music, which has gone online. There's a lot of great classes and workshops happening. And we've got some great talent for you here tonight. We're thrilled to have you tuned in, and we're happy to have our performers here tonight. Our first performer for the evening is someone that I do not know, has not played for our open mic before. We have got blind Dr. Bob. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you.
And where are you tuned in from?
Hollis, New Hampshire.
Excellent, excellent. You are surrounded by gym equipment and chairs. You are.
It's my recording studio.
It looks just like a recording studio, or because anything is a recording studio these days. Like I'm just in this room here with my record collection. That's we all find a place where we have a good background. So you've got to act. It says studiousness and work. It says activity and music. It's got it all. Maybe you need a mini fridge too. And then you sort of have the whole.
Yeah, that's around the corner. You can't see it.
All right. Well, we are thrilled to have you here tonight. Take it away, blind Dr. Bob.
Okay, I got a couple original songs for you tonight. This first one is kind of a tribute to and in the style of Peter Green, the great founder of Fleetwood Mac, who unfortunately left us this past week. It's called My Baby Took Me for a Very Long, Long Ride. Well, my baby took me for a very long, long ride. Yes, my baby took me for a very long, long ride. We rode so far from the day into the night. My baby told me I'll be her only rider now. And my baby told me I'll be her only rider now. She don't want no one else to bring the sweat onto her brow. When I'm riding with my baby, I'm very hard and strong. When I'm riding with my baby, I'm very hard and strong. She does something to me and you know it lasts real long. We go everywhere and we hear the heavens ring. Yeah, we go everywhere and we hear the heavens ring. We hear the thunder too and all that the gods do bring. When we ride we don't need nothing, no one or anything. When we ride, we don't need nothing, no one or anything. We got the whole damn world when we ride, it's everything. Takes me for some very long, long rides. Yes, my baby takes me for some very long, long rides. As time goes on, she'll always be right by my side. Yeah, as time goes on, she'll always be right by my side. Hello. I guess you want me to go on to the second one now? Okay, hang on just a minute here. I thought we'd get our host back there in between the two songs, but I guess not. All right, this next song has a bit of a political bent to it. It's called Trumpty Dumpty. Trumpty Dumpty wants to build a big wall. but Trumpty Dumpty's gonna have a great fall. And all the bar's judges and all the bar's men won't be able to put Trumpty back together again. He said no to Paris, the climate's okay. He's convicted friends, he'll all pardon someday. If you wanna come see him, you'll have to stay in his hotel built by workers who didn't get paid. Trumpty Dumpty does what he has to do to make his base think that he is still true. He praises skinheads and the KKK too, even though his daughter is an Orthodox Jew. Trumpty Dumpty chose a trophy wife. She slapped his hand when they walked in stride. She wore high heels to the hurricane and stole Michelle's words to recite in vain. Spicer, the Mooch, and McEnany all spin the news to suit old Trumpty. They say just what his people want him to, and Vladimir Putin likes him a lot too. He says COVID's no big deal, get back to work. And if you don't want to wear a mask, you won't be a jerk. If you think Black Lives Matter, he'll send out his crew, and they'll beat and tear gas and then arrest you. Trumpty Dumpty wants to build a big wall, but Trumpty Dumpty's gonna have a great fall. And all of bar's judges and all of bar's men won't be able to put Trumpty back together again. That's it.
The line donkey bottom. Great. So, whenever I see someone with a dobro, I want to know, like, what's the backstory? What got you into the dobro?
Well, I was playing guitar for a while, and I started kind of playing around with the dobro, and I just liked the way it sounds. And for me, it's actually easier to play than the guitar. You know, in terms of what I can do with each hand, I find it's easier for me to do more things with the dobro than the guitar, so I've stuck with it.
Great. Well, thanks for coming and playing for us here tonight. I'm just curious. I'd like to find out how did you find out about us?
I'm on the Passim, email list,
Great.
and I got the one about the open mics opening
Fantastic.
up, and I was delighted to hear that because
great.
we need some virtual open mics.
You know, it's been really, really fun for us. We haven't had one in the club for a while, but this format is really great for doing an open mic, so we've been enjoying it.
I had a great time. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Blind Dr. Bob. Hope to see you again. Take care. Coming up next, we have someone who's played in our club many, many times over the years, and she's got a little bit of news today, I believe. Don't you have a little bit of news for us, Katie?
I do. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Awesome. Yes, hello. Thanks for having me. What a treat to join you tonight. My name is Katie Jones, and I actually launched a Kickstarter campaign this morning to fund a new record that I am against all odds hoping to put out into the world.
It is one of those things where it's like, well, it's like maybe by the time you release it, you can actually tour. It'll be one of those situations. I feel bad for anyone who had a record release planned for any time in the last 6 months or through the end of the year, frankly. But just folks know we're posting the link for the Kickstarter in the chat here, and we're always excited to see one of our favorites. Please welcome Katie Jones, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, Matt. I'm going to play a couple songs that will be on the record that we're trying to fund this month. So if you like what you hear, or if you don't like what you hear, but you just feel bad for me because you think I'm so bad that you want to give me money, that's fine too. Honey, I ain't got time for you today. I've been wrestling with the world in a bad, bad way, and I don't know if I can get back down to where you are. Honey, yours is a face that I've not seen, but I've been stubborn and afraid of all the messes I've made along the way. But I've been thinking I might like to be a lady. Think I might like you to be my man, 'cause there are things I've held all to myself, and I was wondering, would you hold them if you can? Honey, I ain't got words for you today, and I know that lets you down, that keeping me around might break your heart. Honey, sometimes the spring just takes a while, but while the winter's blowing cold, every day I'm getting bolder by the mile. 'Cause I've been thinking I might like to be your lady. Think I might like you to be my man. 'Cause there are things I've held all to myself, and I was wondering if you hold them in you can. Don't you ever think I'm tired of you. I'm just tired of everything. I have never lost my fire for you. I set fire to everything. But I've been thinking I might like to be a y'all. I am gonna play one more song. Man, it is very hot in this room. It reminds me of sometimes Passim can get pretty hot, and you know what? I would give anything to be in a very, very hot, crowded Passim room. But not right now, because that would be unwise. But I'm going to play one more song. This is a song called Daydreaming. It's going to be on the album. Yeah, and again, there's a Kickstarter link in the comments, and I would love if you would contribute. Anything helps, and I so appreciate it. I'm sorry I did not answer your question. I was busy writing my eulogy. I used all the best lines and told little white lies, and I wondered if you'd ever think of me. I'm sorry I missed that highway exit. I was busy thinking about babies, the ones that I have not held since Thanksgiving. The distance is starting to wreck me, and I think and I wonder, will they grow tall? Well, I'm at the end of a long distance call, and you're making all of your plans for the fall, but I am not listening, 'cause I'm daydreaming. I'm daydreaming. Well, I don't always know, my mind tends to go, but I'll follow it down to the end of the road. I'm sorry I did not make that appointment. I was busy writing a symphony. I heard every part under cover of dark. I don't think you'll be seeing that much of me. I'm sorry I did not pick up when you called. I was busy trying to reach you in faraway time zone where only my mind goes in. The connection is always true. And I think, and I wonder, is it really so that love is a country where I will not go? And you're sending messages about the show, and I will not read them, 'cause I'm daydreaming. I'm daydreaming. Well, I don't always know where my mind tends to go, but I'll follow it down to the end of the road. And I'm daydreaming. I'm daydreaming. Well, I don't always know where my mind tends to go, but I'll follow it down to the end of the road. Oh, I'll follow it down. Thank you.
That's Katie Jones. so great to hear you. I'm so excited for this new record. Just so everybody knows that's tuned in, you can find the link to Katie Jones' Kickstarter campaign in the chat. I'm not sure if it's that way or that way. It's somewhere on the screen here. So where are you in the process? Have you already started to do some pre-production? Are you hunting for a producer? What's your status on it right now?
Yeah, we're kind of like right, I would say, in the middle. We were able to do some of the recording before quarantine happened, and then I've been able to do a little bit. I've been working with an awesome producer, Daniel Radin, who works sometimes at Passim.
Who is a fantastic producer. He's made so many great records.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's the best, and he has been able to get me some equipment to do some of the recording at my house.
Very cool.
So we're just chugging along, trying to make it work, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to finish the album and do what we need to do, and every dollar helps.
Yeah. So folks, if you're tuned in now, make sure you visit KatieJonesMusic.com is the website, but if you go to Kickstarter, you can search for Katie Jones. That's Katie. It's Haiti with an I. Jones like bones. And you can search for Katie there and make a donation and help get that record made. I recommend the vinyl level, so I can add more to the shelf over here.
Thanks so much for having me. Great to see you, Matt.
Great to see you too, Katie. All right, we're running right through here. We've got a lot of great music still to come. Remember, we're going to be here for the open mic tomorrow and Friday, and then Tuesdays ongoing, probably right through September and beyond. So keep an eye. Right now, we've got Eric Wise. Eric, where are you tuned in from?
I'm living in Haverhill. We're sure. Luckily, power came back on in time for me to be here tonight. It actually went out today, which didn't make a lot of sense, but it was out for about 3 hours, 2 hours, whatever. And
well, I'm glad you got power and that you're here for us tonight. Please welcome everyone, Eric Wise.
Okay, so the first thing is that I don't sing very well, so I don't sing at these things. I do instrumentals, but I think there's a room for instrumentals. If we love guitar, a good instrumental can bring out the beauty of a guitar. So the first song is called Number 27 and a Half, which ended up having different names in the past. It was called Number 27 because I number them, and a friend said, oh, I started changing it, and a friend said, you can't change Number 27, so it became Number 27 and a half. So I'm doing a quick change to another guitar for a totally different kind of song. Also instrumental. I remember buying this classical guitar and thinking I've never had one of those and wonder what it would be like. And this guitar actually, I consider it owns a lot of my songs now, that they sound best on this guitar. It's amazing what a different guitar can do for you. This one doesn't actually have a name, so I'm just going to start playing it. Thank you.
Eric Wise. Thank you for coming and playing with us. You've got quite an arsenal of guitars there. It's an amazing room full of music.
I recently did an inventory and have 24 guitars.
Wow.
And I actually have 2 that are similar, and that disturbs me a little bit, but every other one is unique and different. And if I want to write a particular song, I pick up a different guitar.
Yeah.
And if I want to have ones in all different tunings, so it is helpful. If I pick
That's
up a guitar
great.
and it's in double drop D, then I write a song in that tuning. So it's
Fantastic. And I appreciate your Beatles shirt as well.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Eric Wise, thanks for playing for us tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we are moving right along. Coming up next, we have Matt York. Matt, you've got a great background there.
Pretty good, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's my back deck.
I think we're both fellow South Shore folks.
That's true. I'm a Pembrokean, so I'm not sure where you are, but
Marshfield originally.
oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm right nearby.
Please welcome Matt York.
I don't really love you. I guess that's what I'm saying. But I could probably use you for a while. Then I'm out the back door. Yeah, I don't wanna love you anymore. I'll be just fine on my own. Everyone around here, they know just what I'm saying. They're telling me that I'll be fine in time. But what the hell do they know? Yeah, maybe I don't need no love to grow. I'll be just fine on my own. I'll be just fine on my own without you. Without I don't know how I'll survive. I don't know how I'm alive without the river's probably too long. I'd never want forever, but I could probably use you for a while. Then I'm out the back door. Yeah, I ain't gonna love you anymore. I don't know where I went wrong. I don't know where I belong without you. Without you. I don't know how I'll survive. I don't know how I'm alive without you. Without All right, that's song number one, and song number two is coming up now, and it's a song called "Let's Try Failure." A drunken poet told me, you don't know what you're doing. He said it loud enough for the whole bar. I said, let's try failure. My girl screamed hallelujah, and then they ran away under. Stars have aligned and they've shone to be true. I don't want to let you go again. When you reach the high ground, you end up looking downtown. You end up trying to find the place to go. I'm stuck here on the inside, just trying to find my own pride, just trying to find a place to slide into. The one that you love might take you into. I don't want to let you go again, so let's try failure. Oh, let's try failure. I don't wanna know how this is gonna go. Yeah, I don't see how I can't love you anymore. I can't love you anymore. Let's try failure. Oh, let's try failure. Oh, I don't wanna know how this is gonna go. Yeah, I don't see how I can love you anymore. I can't love you anymore.
Matt York sounding great.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Good to see you. And a beautiful setting. We should all have a socially distanced hang on your porch there.
Come on over.
All right. All right, coming up next, please welcome Zeke Duckworthy.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Like everybody else, I'm sitting around, so I write some songs, and I'll play one older one, which I don't think anybody's heard, and I'll play a pretty new one. And I'll say hello to my friend Colin over in Chester, England, who I know is on right now, and I'll say hello to my friend Tommy Wyatt and a few other people down in Nashville who are also on. This one's called Bellevue. Where were you last Saturday? All dressed up so pretty, with your blue-eyed barroom boy in Oklahoma City, I'm sitting on Bellevue Street, that's another lie. You can't call it living, man, it's just a way to die. I got an advertisement in, sell everything I own. My midnight blue Ferrari, the hat stand made of bone. My private Athenaeum, built of alabaster stone. The Bible bound in human skin, it sits upon the throne. I'll sell my disappointments, keep the change. You can't keep the change, keep me posted. I'm alone, bound to lose these gone blues. still owe you my heart. Don't you keep appearing where the dreams and bad dreams start. You are gone and buried, I buried you myself. I was keeping up with old man time, so keep me on the shelf. Well, I don't fear the tunnel or the headlight on the train. Don't fear the feel-good man, no, I don't fear the pain. I only fear your mercy, like it always does. It's coming round again. Gone, it's coming round again. The screaming jay at sunrise, now the breaking day. I think the rain is coming in to wash it all away. Them cliffs face Colorado when the light is gone and done. Southbound down from Meriden, you got to have your fun. Have goddamn fun comes easy to you as it does to breathe, and the devil has his due. Well, you brought me in August, darling, bring November too. Gone, bring November too. I've been out on Hanging Mountain, saw the little black dog again. He wagged himself all over like he just met his best friend. Well, he ain't much to look at, he ain't much to see, because I could not stop for him, he kindly stopped for me. I am alone, bound to lose, I'm bound to lose, I'm bound to lose, he's gone, gone. One second here. All right, second one here is called, this one's new. That one, Bellevue, it's actually named for Bellevue Street in Cambridge, kind of behind Passim, up the hill a little bit, which always struck me as bizarre because there's no view whatsoever on Bellevue Street. You can't see anything up there. This one's called Strange, Strange Land. This one's pretty new. Come on and tell me your dreams, my love, your dreams, my love. Tell me just what they mean, my love, just what they mean. Tell me what the future holds, the future holds in her dark little hand. Kept secret from woman and man, woman and man. Show me, I can't dream for us both, dream for us in this strange, strange land we live in together, this strange, strange land. The fox in the garden looks at me, knowingly, knowingly, under this waxing moon, says to me, don't leave so soon, don't leave too soon. The man on the road, boots covered in dust, said only you must. They handed me a bundle so heavy, heavy with gold, heavy as lead. Goes right to the head. Will you pray for me, pray for me, pray for us both, pray as my lover, pray for us all in this strange, strange land we living together. This strange, strange land. Thanks, man.
All right, coming up next here we've got Jack Eppington. Jack, where are you tuned in from?
Well, I'm coming to you today from Manchester, New Hampshire,
Excellent.
which is quite away from Cambridge, of course. I'm happy to say I played the Passim open mic several times and wish I could again. This is as close as we're going to get.
Don't we all? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you know,
one of
that
those
works for
things.
me.
Yeah.
I don't have to fight traffic on Route 3 to get to you guys, though.
You don't have to find parking.
Yeah. This is true.
This is sort of the best part of this virtual open mic is trying to find parking.
Hey, pandemic is worth it.
Well,
No
okay, I'm not
parking.
gonna-
Well,
not gonna go that
maybe.
far.
Yeah. Let's not go overboard.
Okay. Well, Jack, thanks for
So
coming
two,
to play for us tonight.
Thank you. 2 originals, and the first one is called When You Find Your Way. You may feel afraid, Lord knows I've been there, Lord knows I've been there too. But if you don't get started, you won't know what's out there, you won't know what's waiting for you. So take the time to think, push past the temptation to shrink. Cause when you find your way, your soul gives voice to what you say. So when you find your way, it'll be okay. Nothing so scary that you can't think your way out. Think your way out of the box. Take a deep breath and find a way to do it. You can choose it or you lose it. Alright, come on. I'll bet it's not so bad. Come on, you can find something to hide. Cause when you find your way, your soul gives voice to what you say. So when you find your way, it'll be okay. Don't believe that this is true, but the choices you make are up to you. You got all you need, you can work out a plan now, work out a plan for yourself. You can plant a seed and figure it out now, figure out how good it can be. So take the time to think, push past the temptation to shrink. Cause when you find your way, your soul gives voice to what you say. So when you find your way, it'll be okay. So when you find your way, your soul gives voice to what you say. So when you find your way, it'll be Thank you. All right, so this next song is actually my next single. It's going to be in stores on Thursday, August 13th, I believe. That's a week from tomorrow, and I hope you like it. This is called I know what it's called. It's called Chrysalis Time. A butterfly, but I'm a stumbling centipede. A caterpillar seeking nourishment, but destroying the beauty around me. I got some work on myself to do. So I wrap myself in a chrysalis and hide. I don't know if I'll be a butterfly when I get to the other side. Chrysalis time. Well, I call that on a limb, just a little too far. Made some choices that turned out bad, and I'd rather seek the answers that I don't want to hear. Stick my head back in the sand. I gotta work on myself, it's true. So I wrap myself in a chrysalis and hide. I don't know if I'll be a butterfly when I get to the other side. The chrysalis time. Gotta work on myself, it's true. So I wrap myself in a chrysalis and hide. I don't know if I'll be a butterfly when I get to the other side. It's chrysalis time. I've been around a while, so adolescence isn't at all what this is. It's continuous improvement leading to a million metamorphosis, and it's really sublime. It's chrysalis time. It's chrysalis time. It's chrysalis time. That's it.
Jack Edmondson, great to hear you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, and no parking troubles whatsoever.
No parking.
Great, love it. All right, we'll see you back at the club one of these days, right?
Yep.
All right, good. All right, coming up next, we've got our friend from Western Massachusetts here. Welcome, Peter Lendorf. How are you doing, Peter?
Good.
Glad to have you here.
Let me know if
Peter has graced the stage at Passim before, and we're
about
just
20 years ago, but yeah.
Well, I was there.
Yeah.
It's valid.
it was
we
the
can do it in
same.
the club. We can do it on the internet. We are versatile older men.
Yeah, we're
You know,
versatile.
it's
Yeah.
fun. Well, welcome. We're thrilled to have you here tonight, everyone.
thanks a lot.
Welcome, Peter Lendorf.
Okay, thanks. Let me know if this sounds okay. I'm not used to StreamYard. Well, don't be discouraged when the future is not bright. And don't be discouraged when nothing turns out right. Don't be discouraged if things look bad at first. No, don't be discouraged. It's bound to get worse. Well, your pipes seem to leak a lot. Your plumber's name is Ray. Your wife seems to call him over whenever you're away. Your kid pulled off her braces. She wants a new tattoo. Your in-laws, they just sold their house and they're moving in with you. And they're saying, don't be discouraged when the future is not bright. Don't be discouraged when nothing turns out right. Don't be discouraged if things look bad at first. No, don't be discouraged. It's bound to get worse. Well, they're cutting back your hours at work. There's rumors going round. Everything keeps going up while yours keep going down. You're angry at the government. You voted to let them know. Turns out it was all a trick, some kind of Russian TV show. When they're saying, don't be discouraged when the future is not bright. Don't be discouraged when nothing turns out right. Don't be discouraged if things look bad at first. No, don't be discouraged. It's bound to get worse. Well, you saved up for a vacation to go off to Italy. You ended up being quarantined with your plumber's family. Folks ask, how's it going, Pete? You always say it's just fine. But you can live as cheaply as one for about half the time. You can live as cheaply as one for about half the time. And they're saying, don't be discouraged when the future is not bright. Don't be discouraged when nothing turns out right. Don't be discouraged if things look bad at first. Don't be discouraged, it's bound to get worse. Don't be discouraged, it's bound to get worse. Thank you. So this next song I wrote this next one, I guess 2 years after my wife had passed away from Huntington's disease. It's the Woody Guthrie disease. And anyway, I was starting to think about whether I should start dating, and I was going to write a funny song about online dating. And then I realized I wasn't ready to date at all. And so this became, instead of it being a funny song, it became more of a conversation. There's a coat in the closet. There's a purse by the door. There's a box of your stuff up on the second floor. I live in the same old house. I still have your old hound. Every day he walks in to see if you're around. But I still have a sense of humor, and I've still got some real good friends. I'm still easygoing, but sometimes it just depends. When I talk about the bad times, sometimes I have to laugh. Last month was your birthday. A few years have passed. I tried to join that dating site, but I quit halfway through. They kept asking what I want. I kept describing you. I wrote, I've got a sense of humor, and I've got a bunch of friends. I'm easygoing, but sometimes it just depends. We both came with lots of baggage. We unpacked it over time. Now it fits in one suitcase. What was ours is just mine. The sun came through the curtains onto your side of the bed. I was drinking my morning coffee. I remembered what you said. You said, you've got a sense of humor, and you've got a bunch of friends. You're easygoing, although sometimes it just depends. You're easygoing, although sometimes it just depends. Thank you.
Peter Lendorf, everyone. Sounded great. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Thanks.
I love your shirt, number one. and then the Philly Folk Fest poster right behind you there. That's coming up next weekend, right?
Yeah, I was asked to do a 25-minute set, so I
Fantastic.
I figure as soon as I take that down, they'll tell me, well, we need you to tweak something on it. So
folks should tune in, catch Peter at the Philly Folk Festival this weekend. Next weekend.
So
not this weekend coming up, the 8th and 9th.
Yeah,
but the weekend after that.
Yeah, maybe it's the weekend after that. Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks for playing for us, Peter.
Thanks.
All right, for this next set, we're going to experiment, just so everyone out there knows who's watching. We're all going to try to keep our mics and visuals on. The trick is going to be, if someone doesn't have headphones on, we may end up with some bounce back, and so we might need to mute folks once we get going. But we'll see how this works. This is open mic experimentation in the moment. Please welcome Ben and Michelle.
Hello.
Hi,
How's it
everyone.
going? We're doing comedy. That's why you're doing the experiment. Because if it's just us talking and no one on the screen, it just feels like a really sad poetry reading and not our thing.
And then you will hear these, and it'll be a whole
thing.
Yeah.
So thank you. I'm Ben.
I'm Michelle.
And we are real life married to each other. True story.
Some people don't believe that we're married to each other because we're both comedians. But it's like, if I'm going to lie about being married, I'm going to lie up. I'm going to say that I'm married to Ryan Felipe.
Me too. We're a throuple.
What's a throuple?
It's like a couple, but three. Throuple.
Look at their faces. Nobody knows what a throuple is.
They know what a throuple is. They read the New York Post. They know.
Nobody reads the New York
Peter
Post.
definitely reads the New York Post. I could see. I think he's one of those guys that has the Wall Street Journal open, but inside the journal is the New York Post, so no one knows. I'm on
magazine.
We have a 2-year-old daughter.
Yeah, so if you hear something in the background,
Don't worry. She's in a cage.
very sturdy. She won't get out. Eventually, it'll become soundproof.
After the baby goes down, we have hot, passionate binge watching.
All night long.
Ugh, it beats the alternative. We're smiling now, but we were actually arguing before the show.
And after.
You see, our daughter's 2, and she makes a mess when she eats.
I said, let's not stain her clothes, just have her eat only in a diaper.
I was like, do you want to minimize laundry or teach table manners? Is she going to be a 6-year-old who's like, I want dinner, take my shirt off?
What kind of 6-year-old sounds like a truck driver? It was way cuter when I was the baby head.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
As you can see from that, we're pretty good at technology. But
one time my dad watched a Zoom comedy show and
he is not good at technology.
No, he didn't understand the whole video on, off button.
It was just his nose the entire 45 minutes.
Someone texted me saying, your dad was picking his nose with his pinky finger.
We're like, how bored were you of watching us that you noticed the finger he was using?
Like, what other details did you notice? That he had Cheetos in his teeth?
That his sofa has plastic covers. That his wife's a hoarder.
Okay, neither of those were in the nose video. Now you're just insulting my mom.
You know what? I love your mom. She gets her daughter amazing clothing. Purchased 20 years ago.
My mom bought me baby clothes before I got my first boyfriend. She wasn't, she wasn't guilting me into having kids or pressuring me to have kids. No, there was just a good sale.
And now Michelle has inherited her mom's hoarding tendencies.
No, I haven't.
It's 5 months in, you're still hoarding toilet paper.
I'm not hoarding. I'm extending its lifespan.
Apparently there's a lot of hoarders in here. They're really relating to that. I've seen you take a used tissue out of your bra, blow your nose, and put it back. Let it drop in there! Are we all from all over the place, or is it only in Philly, everyone on the stage?
Is anyone in Philly?
Well,
No.
Philadelphia
There was the
Festival.
Philly Festival, so that's what I
Yeah.
caught.
I'm not from Philly.
Oh.
Okay, well, we've been stuck in New York City where you weren't supposed to leave your house for months.
1 year.
1 year what? Well, we've been stuck in New York City where you weren't supposed to leave your house for months except to protest.
I feel like saying, so, where are you quarantining is the new so, where do you summer?
It's been crazy these last few months.
It's almost like coronavirus said, I'm going to destroy society.
Then Antifa and white supremacists went, hold my beer.
One tiny upside of coronavirus is that thanks to Fauci, we now have a doctor more famous than Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, and Dr. Pepper.
Our Mount Rushmore of doctors is Dr. Fauci, Dr. House, Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doolittle.
Dr. House, Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doolittle is actually 3 different ways to describe Dr. Ben Carson.
Last time we said this, someone got offended.
Because we didn't mention Dr. Strangelove and Dr. Evil. Ben is not a humble person. In fact, it's like insane how he thinks he's the greatest person of all time.
It's not insane once you get to know me.
But for whatever reason, he's not bragging about this. In just 2 months, Ben got over 100,000 TikTok followers.
The reason I don't brag, 150,000, the reason is because Michelle tells me it's all fake Chinese robots, and I can't disprove it.
I just don't understand how Ben became TikTok famous.
TikTok famous means any video I post gets thousands of views, but I'm still eligible for food stamps.
Actually, recently Trump said America is looking at banning TikTok because the Chinese government might be able to see all of our personal data.
He added, if anyone should be spying on American citizens, it's us.
He also said, quote, you should only use TikTok if you want your data in the hands of the Chinese government.
He went on, we might have botched COVID, but the US government will not rest until teens can no longer lip sync to their favorite songs.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed
You're not a teen. If anyone's barely legal in this relationship, it's me.
It's true, I'm older.
By a lot.
Excuse me?
A lot of experience.
We are going to be arguing during the show. So thanks. Yeah. This whole situation.
It's changed so much about life. Like even charades.
Yeah. So here's an example.
Play along, yell it out. Before, when you'd see someone doing this, you'd call them a mime. Exactly.
Good.
Perfect. You know what this means now?
Quarantine.
Or you see someone across the street, you give them a
Wave.
a wave.
Yeah,
Hello, hi. Perfect.
Now it means wipe that down with Lysol.
Or you meet someone, you'd give them a
Handshake.
Handshake?
Yeah.
handshake. Say it with confidence next time. Handshake. Absolutely correct. You know what this means now?
Daredevil.
Or before, when you're out at a restaurant, you see a waiter, you do one of these. It means
Check, please.
check, please. Perfect. Now, when you're at home, you do one of these. You know what this means? Leave the delivery there.
All right. Thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
everybody.
All right. Thank you so much, Ben and Michelle. Great. That's our first comedy at our open mic night, or at least our first intentional comedy at our virtual open mic night.
Yikes.
That was perhaps cruel, but hey, why not? Why not?
It'll work.
It's the internet. What are you going to do? All right. Thanks for coming and performing for us tonight. And where did you say you two are tuned in from?
New York City.
New York City. So what brought you to us? How did you find out about us?
I searched for you on Facebook open mics.
That's not creepy or anything.
Thank you. I've gotten that before, that I'm not creepy.
That's all we can hope for these days. It's just like, that's the baseline, like of human interaction. It's like, not creepy, Well, thank you for coming and
Thanks for having
performing
us.
for us tonight. You bet. All right, coming up next, we're gonna hear from Dan Rice. Dan, where are you tuned in from here today?
Just making sure you can hear me real quick. Good.
We can
Yep.
hear you.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
I'm tuned in from Medway, Massachusetts.
Oh, great. All right. Well,
Yep.
everyone, welcome Dan Rice to our
Thank you.
stage.
Thank you. This first song I'm going to be playing is an original called Daydreamer, which I wrote almost 4 years ago exactly in an airport terminal when I was 15 years old. And it's about you're going somewhere that you're too stubborn because you're a teenager and you don't want to go. Staring at the crowd, lost in your own mind. People around you start to tense, but they're thinking out of time. I'll always be one of you, dancing round my mind. I'm a daydreamer, paying no attention to time. I'm a daydreamer, lost in my own mind. So tell me now before I leave Earth, before I escape to my own mind. Tell me, are you one of my kind? There you are, zooming out again. Takes my mind back to the day. It's my whole life. That was my first song. And the second song is actually the first song ever released on any platforms. It's on Spotify. You can find me pretty much anywhere under the Dan Rice Project. This song is about the Black Lives Matter movement that has swept across our nation, which is a very important and powerful movement to youth of today, adults of today, anyone of today. This is a song about the current state of America, and it's called Fractured Fairy Tale. The walls are closing in, and I'm running out of time. And I am a poet with a heart with nothing left inside. The people around me march for the song that no one sings. The people march to the castle to rid the throne of his king. For a dead man sleeps on the side of the road for a crime he didn't commit. And the man who took his life was a knight to a stubborn king. It's a fractured fairy tale where a madman has the throne. It's a fractured fairy tale where the king must be overthrown. It's a fractured fairy tale where the marchers will have their stories told. A plague runs through the streets, but the marchers never skip a beat. And I am a marcher who won't accept defeat. For many tell their stories to rewrite this new chapter. For the story is incomplete, and it can't end in disaster. For we've come too far for the king to stop us now. We can't let the story fracture. We must keep pushing forward to reach the happily ever after. It's a fractured fairy tale where a madman has the throne. It's a fractured fairy tale where the king must be overthrown. It's a fractured fairy tale where a madman has the throne. It's a fractured fairy tale where the king must be overthrown. Fractured fairy tale.
Dan Rice, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Great, great. Well, everyone, we've got one more performer here at our open mic for tonight. Just to remind you, we're going to be back here again tomorrow and Friday. But for the future, look for us on Tuesdays at passim.org/open mic. You can make a donation if you go to passim.org/stream. We just have a $5 suggested donation tonight. It helps with our operating costs. But tune in to our concerts. You'll see everything listed at passim.org/stream. For our last performer tonight, we have a last-minute addition, a special guest that we brought in. She is working on a brand new record, her first full-length record, through a site called Possible, and we'll post the link in the chat. This is the performer who's come the farthest to be here at our open mic. It is already tomorrow for them. Please welcome Monique Claire.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? So actually, if can you turn your mic up a little bit, or no? Is that just is what it is?
I can move it closer.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's kind of at the full capacity, but
Yeah,
here we go.
yeah. So Monique has played at Passim a few times with her own project with the Maze. I got to meet her a few years ago at the Miles Music Camp at the Mike Block String Camp. And she's coming all the way from Australia. It is tomorrow morning for her. And as a last minute, just about an hour and a half ago, I said, hey, do you want to come and play our open mic? This will be fun. And here she is. And we're so excited to have her. It's so nice to see you.
It's so good to see you. I miss you and I miss everyone there.
Well, we miss you too. We miss you too. And one day we'll be able to travel and see each other again.
That's right. Yeah.
But we have music for now, and like I said, Monique has a Possible campaign, which is the sort of Australian version of Kickstarter, if you will, or Indiegogo, like another platform that you can go to, and we'll post the link so that you can all make a donation and pick up the record. Monique put an EP out a couple of years ago, and it's fantastic. Actually, the link is right there in the chat if you want to click on it, and I'm very excited also with this one to get the vinyl to add to my shelves here for the many vinyl on my shelves. Please welcome Monique Claire.
Nice. Thank you so much, Matt. I wish I had props with me. I live in a place where there are wallabies, bush turkeys, possums. They all come through, and I wish I could just kind of herd them in here around me for a real Australian experience. But alas, it's just me. I'm going to play you two songs that are going to be on that album that's coming up. And the first of those is a song I wrote for while I was on tour with the Maze, and I was in a long distance relationship, and just reflecting on the way that within that relationship I still felt really close to that person no matter where I was. There was something really magical about that relationship and that closeness over a long distance. And maybe that's relevant for you right now, thinking about loved ones that you haven't seen in a while, who are trapped somewhere else in the world. It's called it's called the first line of the song, so I won't say what it's called. Here we go. In the quiet of the morning, your whispered winged words glide through the crack between the frame and pane. They're the sweetest that I've heard. Then I know
light, so light Then evening sweeps me in bed in swirling colored sounds. But even here, I hold you near. There's stillness to be found.
Thank you. Yeah, I also just wanted to say that I only just I changed my strings last night, and so right now I have quite a overactive G string. Make of that what you will. It's just a bit hectic, so I'm sorry if it's popping out. This next song is one that I wrote when I was on a Banff residency last year. And in Canada, and I was thinking about the way that we get, our thoughts get shaped by various influences like advertising and marketing, and how we kind of end up getting convinced to buy things that we don't necessarily need, and how it kind of churns the world along in a really bizarre way that just doesn't actually make any sense to me. But I think it's really interesting in any case. So this song's called It Works. It's going to be on the album as well. The Possible campaign has met its goal, but the overall cost of the album is 3 times that goal. So I'm just trying to raise as much money as possible and get as many pre-orders in. So you can pre-order it as a digital album, as a CD, as vinyl, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, check it out. There's a video that tells you all about it on that in that link. Thanks for listening. Thanks so much, Club Passim, for having me. This is great. All right, here we go.
Now they've got me under their spell. Oh, I would do anything. And the time has come to choose. We fall for the and all the tricks they work. I guess it's good for the people, it's good for the world. And all the party girls, they're making strides in their lives. It works, it works. Now the world is smelling so good, no need for the roses. And they help me be a better me.
So good. So good.
Thanks so much.
I am so excited for that record.
Well, it's gonna have a ton more than that on it. It's got like harp and drums and
I love
strings
it.
and all that, so
I
I'm pretty
love
excited
it.
too.
I love it. Well, folks should check out MoniqueClaire.com and also go to the Possible campaign that is linked in the chat here right now. You can make sure you get the vinyl. I recommend the vinyl because it's vinyl. And like she said, that like it has already reached the goal, but like any of these crowdfunding goals, that is far below what the actual cost is going to be, not just for the product itself, but for proper marketing and just getting it out in the world. So make sure that you chip in, be part of what makes music happen these days, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It is not just, people don't sell music like they used to, even though they should be able to. And so make sure you're supporting the music with your dollars, because it does matter. So thank you for being here, Monique. What a treat to have you come in and surprise us all. I am not that fun. It's now like quarter to 11 at home for you.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Sorry.
a.m. and I am not that functional at quarter to 11 a.m.
It was really funny to wake up to that text. It's like the first thing I saw in the morning was like, can you jump on a Club Passim open mic in an hour?
And like we're all running air conditioning here, and it's winter there. And
It's probably the same temperature, let's be real.
well, I don't know. It was really hot here today. Really,
Okay.
really hot. But so great to see you. Follow Monique on all the social media. Get to see her gardening exploits and things like that. And make sure you jump onto that Possible campaign. Thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight. We'll be here for an open mic again tomorrow night and Friday night, and then regularly on Tuesdays. We've got our Campfire Festival coming up over not Memorial Day, Labor Day weekend, over the first weekend of September. Lots of great things happening, both virtually like this. We'll be doing some live streaming shows with no audience, but from the club. We're going to be able to get to do some things from there. We're not going to be able... Who knows when we'll be able to actually have people in the club again, but it's great to connect this way when we can. Thank you for being part of this. And Monique, as people from America, we're sorry just for everything that we're doing right now. We're so sorry. We'll sign off here. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night.